everyone! It's time for the Q&A video. I just now remembered I haven't deleted the Q&A video right now when we're recording, but I'll delete it right after this. But with me I have a special guest, and you guys will know who he is. Tell you who we are.
Hey guys, it's me, Terminator 2014, also known as Double T. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, we're drinking some Fireball, something you might know from Markiplier's videos. This is a really good drink.
Ray, we shouldn't be advertising that drink.
Oh, there's no picture, so it doesn't matter jack shit. And no one's gonna know.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Mark is trying to,
But I'm gonna advertise it. Yeah. Anyone who's of drinking age, I'll highly suggest trying it. It's a really good liquor. But now we should get back to the Q&A video. So we are pretty damn close to 3,000 subscribers. Every single day we get 10 more subscribers, and probably in 4 days or even less we'll reach that milestone.
Congratulations.
Yeah, sure, thanks. But it's not me who got those 3,000, it was us.
Yes, that's what I meant. Congratulations to the fan base.
Oh, now
I mean, come on, I only have like 20 subscribers. But I'll have to think of something to get to your level.
Yeah, there's this guy named iVolt. Yeah, dude, you know I'm talking about you. That son of a bitch got 7,000 subscribers in less than a fucking month, I think.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
But he put a lot of effort into it, so can't really. So yeah, I'm jealous. Of course.
Well,
but
of course.
Let's get straight into the questions. These are most of these are in the order they came in, but some of these are not. And surprisingly, I just got a text message in my phone.
You should really learn how to silence your phone during these recording sessions.
Yeah,
well,
probably.
I can't really complain because I'm doing the same thing. I have the same problem that I forget to close my phone for the sessions.
Yeah, wasn't anything important, so screw that. But yeah, the questions. Dark Trooper 9010, so 9010. Do you plan on creating a new character in Dragon Ball's universe? If yes, what race and what name? Well, way ahead of you. I've actually created a few already. You can see them right on the screen, and you can see that there's like Super Saiyan God, Razor, and like Tony's character. There's this one called Jessica, and all those kind of characters. So yes. Will I do videos about them? That's a whole nother story. So, yeah. Thank you for your question. And since this is your question, Tony, go ahead and read it.
Alright. So my question is, who is your favorite manga/anime villain and why? And also, which villain do you absolutely hate? And why, of course. Go ahead.
So, I had to think about these before I did the video, because otherwise it would take me too long. But my favorite manga/anime villain has to be Yoshikage Kira from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4. He's this sick serial killer that has this awesome stand power, and throughout that part of the series, he keeps going under the radar of the heroes, and in the end, it results into this battle of wits, and it's just, it's crazy. He's an awesome character, and he's a really good villain.
I honestly thought you were gonna say Dio from the same series, but
I don't like him that much, but I like Kira, I like Part 4 a lot more.
Yeah.
And which villain do I absolutely hate? Well, that's one of the funniest things, because I don't know. Because I don't really have any villain that I really hate.
Well, what about an anti-hero?
Well,
is there any one of those?
Just wait a second. I do have a villain that I could probably say that I hate. Because I'm saying that's the only villain I think was unnecessary, and that is Garlic Jr. from Dragon Ball. Because he first appears in a movie and then in a filler. He gets immortal and then gets screwed up by Gohan by Garlic Jr. He gets beaten by his own technique. It's just I don't feel there's any reason for having him. He's not interesting, he's kind of boring. Well, to me, of course.
Yeah, he does suck quite a lot. Getting his ass handed to him by his own technique.
He's not fun. There's nothing fun about him. Nothing interesting about him. So, I could say like I kinda hate him. But generally there are no villains that I really hate. And thanks for your question.
Don't mention it.
Then there's Dominic Rosner. And remember guys, if your question is here and I butcher your name, I'm sorry. So the question, which is my favorite Dragon Ball video game? You son of a bitch. So you wanted to do a hard question. But now since Xenoverse came out, the only problem with Xenoverse is that I still don't think I've played it enough. I haven't played all the DLC. Well, I have recorded all the GT DLC story missions, so you'll see that later. But we just played with Tony. We played the 2-player matches, and that was the first time I was actually playing it. And I feel like there's still a lot of things I could see in Xenoverse. So I can't really put it in my favorite list yet, because, well, I want to know what more there is to in the game before I can say that. So I probably had to say Tenkaichi 3 is my favorite. And before any one of you go all crazy and yelling that didn't I say that Budokai 3 is the best, that is also true. If we don't count Xenoverse, then I'd say Budokai 3 is the best Dragon Ball Z game ever made. But Tenkaichi 3 is my favorite. I'll probably do a Tenkaichi 3 versus Budokai 3 revisited video sometime soon, I hope. But do you have any opinions on this matter, Tony?
Well, the truth is I haven't played too much of those Dragon Ball video games. I only have played the first and the third Tenkaichi game, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I also played the Super Dragon Ball Z, the arcade style game, but I really hated that one. So,
because pulling off Street Fighter movements is bullshit.
Yeah, and I'm that kind of a player who just mashes buttons like a spastic. So I'm not gonna comment on that, cause I don't know. I haven't played them all.
But your favorite from the ones that you have played, because I haven't played all of them. There's like Dragon Ball Sagas, there's like Super Nintendo games, Game Boy games, all those.
Oh, right.
So there's a lot of more games.
If that's the criteria, then I'm gonna have to say Xenoverse. That has been the most intense game that I have played of those that I have. In my opinion, of course.
Alright. So
shall we move on?
Yeah. So thank you, Dominic, for your question. Next, Jonah Jackson. Okay, so this is a question that appears more than once. What got me into Dragon Ball Z? This question will come out later on. So just a heads up. What got me into Dragon Ball Z, and what other animes do I watch by chance? So, but this is a weird story, to be honest. When I was a kid, yes, I'm not a kid anymore, I'm almost 20 years old, so fuck you guys. And so is Tony.
Yeah. An old fart to be... Yeah. We're both old farts soon.
True. There was this channel called Sub TV. I mean, it still exists, but under a different name.
It's just Sub these days.
Yeah, they just shortened it to Sub. I'm like, what the hell? So, this Sub TV was quite new. Or it was just that I didn't see it too often, so I thought it was a new channel. And I managed to catch a glimpse of Goku versus Vegeta fight, and it was at the part where Vegeta transformed into a great ape. But I saw that scene for about 2 seconds. I was wondering what the hell the series was. Later on, like, I don't know how many years later, like 2 to 3 years later, I managed to, well, they usually apparently released the sub-TV channel to all the cable companies decided to let people watch it.
Yeah, that's right.
And every time I came from school, I would watch Dragon Ball Z with my friends, and it was on Namek Saga, so of course I managed to catch Super Saiyan Goku while watching the series. But yeah, by chance actually. I accidentally saw it from TV, and later on I got more interested into it, and then I started buying the games, the manga, and all that kind of stuff. And now I'm actually making videos about it. So that's quite a development actually.
The same almost goes for me, because I too did see the Dragon Ball TV show from the Channel 6, the sub TV. But the thing is that I saw it from Buu Saga, from that point on.
Oh god, you saw the ocean dub. Oh god.
Yep, I saw the ocean dub, and I absolutely hated Vegeta's voice. Oh my god, he wasn't a bad voice actor, but oh my god, his Vegeta was terrible. He was just slimy. That's what I thought of him. Slimy. He's like a serpent or something.
It's like Vegeta never became kind of like this anti-hero good guy. It's like that never happened. He's like, he always stayed this slimy little bastard. So that's why I kind of like Funimation more, since it makes Vegeta sound like he's a tough guy, but he still has something good in him. And that way it's easier to like the character.
And otherwise, the ocean dub Vegeta, to me, he sounds a bit like Starscream from Transformers. I mean, the really old Starscream.
I won't be surprised.
Not the ones from, let's say, Transformers Armada and so on. Like from the official two seasons or something. Seasons, sorry. I'm lisping.
Oh, seasons. So yeah, thank you for your question. Now, oh no, I am sorry. What animes do I watch by chance? I am so sorry. Apparently because I'm drinking, I can't concentrate on anything. What other animes? Anime specifically, not mangas. I watch Gintama and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders, the Egypt arc.
Same here, and it rocks.
Yes, it does. But yeah, I don't watch a lot of animes. I usually just want to read the manga, since it doesn't have any filler. It has this constant timeline that doesn't have anything extra into it. Anime is something that I think should be watched after you have read it, because it's kind of the same with the books. You get the true experience through the books or the comics, and then later on the TV series will expand on that. So yeah, 2 anime series, Gintama and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've been thinking about watching One Piece, but I'm just currently reading it, so I don't really think that's a good idea. But now, thank you for your question. Jesus, I'm sorry. Now, Andrews Paulino, what do you expect from Dragon Ball Super, and what are my thoughts? So, Dragon Ball Super, I don't know what to expect. They say that it's after Buu Saga, but technically, like Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, they're both after Buu Saga, so it's after the movies or before the movies. Since they're canon, I don't know, like what the hell.
And I honestly hope that it has nothing to do with the GT series.
It shouldn't. And the thing is, it's apparently written by Toriyama. So, it's good, but again, we don't have a manga that we can base it on, so it's really hard to say. I do hope that there will be cool fighting scenes, and the animation, just in general, would be a lot better than we usually see in the movies. The animation director isn't the best one in these movies. I really have to say that I've seen better like him from One Piece movies. So, those are my thoughts and expectations. So, thanks for your question. Next is gonna be a hard one to pronounce. I don't know, is it Giovanni Mejia or what? But that's what I'm going with.
Sorry if we butchered your name.
And that's what happens. List top 5 Dragon Ball Z death scenes. Now, before anyone is expecting me to put up a actual top 5 list, I'm not gonna do that because I can't. I've never really cared about the deaths in the series, so But I'm just gonna list 5 death scenes that I somehow either liked or thought were meant something to me. Well, one has to be Rikume's death. Because it was kind of cool how he was knocked out by Goku, he was asked towards the heavens, and then Vegeta blasted him to oblivion. I kind of thought it was so freaking hilarious. It was like, I was waiting in Rikume to just fart or something like that. Like, something really childish like that, but I liked it.
Honestly, he had a beam struck up his ass. What a painful way to go, if we actually felt anything at that moment.
True. The next one of the things that really affected me, not in an emotional way, I never got emotional when watching Dragon Ball. I just never did. But one thing that really kind of hit home, it was Krillin's death when Frieza killed him. Because it was this, like, right after the fight, you think everything is over, everything is awesome, that finally Frieza has been beaten, then Piccolo seems to die, then suddenly Frieza pulls Krillin up to the sky, Krillin, like, screams from his top of his lungs for help, and then Goku has to see his best friend blow to bits in front of his eyes. And Goku knows that most likely Krillin won't be resurrected by the Dragon Balls, since Guru is dead, and Krillin has already been revived once, so he's not gonna come back anymore.
Feels bad, man.
And then the Super Saiyan transformation and all the kind of awesomeness, so there's a lot of feeling into it. Now number 3 is really getting hard. I think that was really done well was Goku's death in the Cell Saga. Because it really was like this, felt like Goku's final farewell. I do remember something that it was probably, this is just a rumor, someone is gonna be really angry thinking that this is just a rumor, this never happened, but there's some kind of speculation that the series was supposed to end after Cell Saga. And it was like Toriyama's editor just pushed him forward to make one last saga so that it would continue, but if that was the end of the series, I think that was the best way to do it. Goku goes out in a heroic manner, and that's pretty much it. Well, now it's getting hard. Number 4. Oh, jeez. So yeah, there's not gonna be any number 16's death or Majin Vegeta's death. For some reason, I didn't really care shit about those. I just didn't. I didn't give a jack. Probably Piccolo's death. It was kind of cool how it just blocked that thing, and how Dragon Ball Abridged made it even more funnier. He was like, "Wait a second, I can just take Gohan and get away," and then he's dead. So it was kind of, in a way, I had this bit of feeling in the back of my head. I was like, "You idiot! Grab Gohan and get the hell out of there." Number 5. So one more. I think I had one, but I can't remember what it was. Oh crap!
Boo, Frieza, Cell.
Oh yeah, it was Frieza's death. That was awesome, just because Trunks was awesome. Just slice him to bits and there we go. It was just like clean kill. Screw Frieza, finally dead. And it was like cool moves and stuff. So yeah, those are my favorite 5 death moments. Not in particular order, just the things that I remember and remember fondly. So thank you for your question. The next one is Super Saiyan Alex. Read this question. I'm gonna drink some more.
Will you do more Xenoverse content besides story? Well, I can answer that if you want to. He already has.
Yeah, way ahead of you again. We recorded some 2-player matches with Tony. We tried it 3 times, and the 3rd time it actually worked, because I forgot to push the record button.
Yeah, you'll see it in the future.
It should be the next video after this. But yeah, I know, like I said, I've already recorded the GT story mode, so they're coming. They are coming. Thank you for your question. Next one. This is a bit of a gamble. Manny Ruiz.
Yeah, I think so. And again, sorry for slaughtering or butchering your name. It's not intentional.
Yeah. So there's gonna be more than just one question.
Yes.
Sure, because I said leave your questions. In plural. And so number 1, I already answered this. How did I get interested in Dragon Ball Z? Already answered. Number 2, what are my thoughts on the new Dragon Ball Z movie? Resurrection F. Fukatsu no F.
Yeah.
Fuck you!
Fukatsu no F, the resurrection of F. Resurrection of fuck!
I was just about to say that. Yeah, the F is so... Also not.
The F word.
I haven't seen the movie, and I probably won't see the movie in a long while, until it finally comes to DVD and Blu-ray. Somebody rips it, releases it to the internet. That's probably when I go see it. I do kind of think that I'm probably gonna order it from Amazon when it comes out. I kind of want to buy the movies, because they are awesome. I like the movies. But it's just that they're not released here in Finland. So I have to order them from Amazon, pay a shit ton of money to get them, so it's not gonna happen too soon.
Life is life. What you gonna do?
True. But so far it looks kind of awesome. The new transformations. So yeah, spoilers, sorry, but there are gonna be new transformations, and I like how they look. I think that's a good way to go. It seems like Vegeta's gonna get his moment of awesomeness. So I'm really waiting to see that movie. Number 3, will I do more gameplay content other than Dragon Ball Z? And yes, this question will also be asked once more. And well,
really?
Yeah, like Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Never. I'm never gonna play Call of Duty. I think it's one of the shittiest game series that has ever existed on the planet. Just by the simple fact that they're just a cash grab. And yeah, you're really just paying your money to people.
420 blaze it.
Sure. I think it's waste of money. Well, of course, if you like the games, I'm not saying that you're a bad person or you suck. I'm just saying that I don't think it's worth to put your money to this series.
Same here.
But the other gameplay content, well, I'm trying not to sound too mean, but you guys do know I have made other gameplay videos than Dragon Ball related stuff. So, just to make sure that everyone knows, the reason why I don't do them so often is because no one watches them. And the problem is, if you want more content, I of course do want to see a bit more support, a bit more suggestions for games that I should play. Of course, I'm not gonna be playing like games like Dead Space, because I don't like them. It's ugh.
Dude, you gotta do at least one more episode.
Probably for you, Adam. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Indeed.
But yeah.
Moving on.
I just want to say that I want to do other gameplay material. I will do more other gameplay material, but also, if you want them to happen yourself, I kind of wish for more support for it. And the next question it comes up again too. This is not the only time this asked in the comment section. And also, this is a bit of a weird question, since it's are I going back to the army soon? I'm not sure. Did you think that I am still in the army, but I'm just on a vacation or something? Or did you know that in Finland you probably have to go back to the army at some point? Now, this is gonna be a bit of a lengthy explanation. After you go through your mandatory army service
and graduate and get to the what is it called? Reservoir. No, that's incorrect.
That's definitely incorrect. But anyways, after going through your mandatory army service, you're still part of the army. You still belong to the government, so to speak. That's not exactly how it goes, but something along the lines.
Till you're 60 or something.
65.
Yeah, that's right.
And it means that in between that time, you will have to go retrain yourself. Just so that you won't lose all of your skills, army skills. But that depends on what you have specialized in, and just in general about luck. if you get lucky enough, you will never have to go.
Like my father, he was a mariner, and actually he has never had to go to his army base and
retrain.
That's right.
But the thing is, my father, when he got out of his mandatory army service, was about less than a month later, he already got the call for a retrain.
What?
Oh no, wait a minute. He got the call when he was in the army.
Oh my god!
And he went about 5 times. He likes the army in a way. So there's now you guys have to.
That dude is a crazy motherfucker if he likes the Finnish army.
True.
Because I for one hated it.
Yeah, me too. So
to
there's
to the bone.
There's 2 examples of what can happen. But I am back from the army, and I have told this in my other videos, so I kind of would wish that you guys would pay a bit more attention if that's what is going on here. But still, thank you for your questions. Well, next one is a bit of a doozy. It's Dragon Ball Z Naruto 560 Tsukuyomi 64. Nice going with the name there.
Rolling right out of your tongue. See, I'm lisping again.
Number 1, will you play any Naruto games sometime in the future? I kind of... Well, I didn't really have the time to do Naruto Generations, so I haven't done it because I was in the army, but I do have plans to playing that game more. Am I gonna buy more games? Depends on if the games get a lot different. It's because I think the Naruto Storm series is basically like the Call of Duty series of anime.
Unfortunately, yes.
So the games don't really change after one iteration. So maybe yes, maybe no. We'll have to see. I want to do more because the game is awesome. It's fun.
Yeah.
2 is another one of my favorite anime shows. No, actually, it's one of my most hated shows. I hate this show. I hate the show. I don't like it at all.
He used to, apparently.
The first half of it, that still has a pretty good story. I kind of like that, but it kind of always got to this bit of a like people like to use the word emo, but it's just...
It's not emo, it's just full of crybaby characters like Naruto. He's just weeping all the time, like his eyes are some sort of a waterfall or something. I mean, come on! Grow some balls!
Sure, take a breath. But still, it's like all the emotional parts don't really have any... I don't see any effect. There just seems to be there just so that you could kind of like make people cry. And I think it should be... Those emotional scenes should be used a bit better. Because then it just seems like every character is like a crybaby that doesn't like...
Yeah, but think about it. Every shonen series, it has those moments of really serious times, and some characters tend to be crybabies, but the genre in general is all about the power of dialogue and the emotion put into the stories. Naruto, I'm afraid that the series just takes it all to the new level, like to new heights.
And the problem is they don't manage to immerse other people into the, like, let's take it for example One Piece. There's a lot of crime, but those moments are when something extremely emotional happens. It's usually losing someone close to you. They might just die brutally in front of you. Losing someone from your family brutally to someone. You're being enslaved by some kind of creature until you like almost die because of that. Those are something quite emotional things, and when you finally get to the point of being released, that's kind of like when the moment is right. Then it's good to cry. But if it's every single time you don't see your friend, it's kind of like, what the fuck? Why are you crying for not seeing your friend? Like, are you serious? That's not a reason to cry.
Yeah, but we do not hate any people who like the Naruto series. There are some good moments in the series, but...
Sure, of course. It's not 100% bad, but I just don't like it.
Yeah, me neither.
But, yeah.
Shall we move on?
Sure. Number 3, I already answered. Am I still going to the army? No. Number 4, will I do a face reveal sometime in the future? No. I have no intention on doing it. I don't see any reason for me to do it other than people wanting me to do it. And that's not a good reason to do it. So, thank you for your questions. The next person's question has already been answered. Jason Moore, Negative Raptures, questioned, will I be doing other games besides Dragon Ball games again? I have already done quite a few. If you want more, I want you to show some support. But thank you for leaving your question. Next one, Diego Nader D. You read this one.
Alright. Who is stronger, Vegito or Gogeta?
How the fuck should I know?
It's probably about your opinion or something.
Sure.
I'm not sure.
My opinion is they're both just as strong. Because there has been this kind of theory that the fusion, the way you fuse, gives a certain type of power multiplier to you. So a Patara might give you a bigger multiplier than a normal fusion dance. So in that way, even if the people make a certain kind of fighter that has a certain strength, the fusion itself will give that multiplier to it, and based on that, we will get the result. And I just know it's just, I think they're equally strong. But
just reminds me of the thing you said about the fusion dance. Wonder if it would be the same thing with the para dance Trunks does in the GT series.
Oh god, that one. Everyone hates that scene in GT. I have seen the scene, I'm like, why does that even exist? It's kind of humorous, but at the same time, it's so goddamn awkward. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Really? But it's really hard to say. We don't even see Gogeta's power too much. And based on the fact that they're both a fusion, I'd say they're equally strong. So, thank you for your question. Oh my god, the next one is gonna be hard. Sershaz Adnan. That's probably way off.
Sorry for...
Yeah, we know.
butchering the name.
We got butchering today. Blood and gore. Flies everywhere.
Yeah,
And
the room's all red by now.
so I have 3 questions, sorry, and you don't have to feel sorry, as other people gave me 4. First, can we get your opinion on Dragon Ball Epsilon? The fan animated stuff. So Tony's not gonna like the series because it has all those Super Saiyan 5, Super Saiyan 6, Gohan turns into a Mystic Super Saiyan or something like that.
What?
I don't
Mystic Super Saiyan?
I might probably be completely off. It's just like the main point is it has a kind of ridiculous Dragon Ball AF type of thing. But I like the animation. It's one person who does the whole animation, and there's a lot of different Dragon Ball Z YouTubers doing the dubbing, and still it's awesome. I can't wait to see the episode that's being released next month. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. What's my favorite YouTube channel? JonTron Show. That goes to Tony too. If it doesn't, I'm gonna murder him.
Yeah, JonTron's my favorite too. And that same goes also for Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. And also, congrats for having your comment read by him.
So yeah, anyone who's subscribed to Jacksepticeye's channel and saw his last comment reading video, he read one of my comments. I got lucky with that. It was my first comment in his videos, and apparently it got into a comment section video. Awesome. Quite awesome. And last, which Dragon Ball Z game, or any game for that matter, do I hate the most?
This should be easy.
I love this question. Now, which Dragon Ball Z game do I hate for the most? To me, well, of course, that's obvious, since any game that has been Dragon Ball Z game that has been requested, I've always think, like, sure, I'm probably gonna do a video about that. But there's one Dragon Ball Z game I don't want to touch anymore, and that is Ultimate Tenkaichi.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking you might say Tenkaichi 2, but yes, I was wrong.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, you can at least play that game. It's definitely not my favorite ones. If I put my top 10 Dragon Ball Z games, probably would be in the one of the last pots. But my most hated ones, that goes for Ultimate Tenkaichi. I don't hate Tenkaichi 2, I just don't like it. I like it the less. I have this pretty weird kind of list for games and things that I don't like. But Ultimate Tengachi I hated the most. People say that it's just only about luck. I'd say it's based too much on luck. There's some kind of mind games involved, but like, that's not how you're supposed to do a Dragon Ball Z game.
Let us not waste any more breath on that game, shall we?
So yeah, fuck that game. And what other game, like a game in general, do I hate the most? That would have to be Spider-Man 3 for PlayStation 2.
Oh, I feel you, bro.
Because that was the biggest disappointment in my whole life. It's just... no. Imagine you have one game you always liked, one of your favorite games of all time. Then the sequel is the worst in the whole goddamn series. It sounds actually pretty usual nowadays, but Spider-Man 3 marked the moment when I decided to buy an Xbox 360. Because that was the time when some companies stopped making games for the previous generation, the PlayStation 2 and Wii and stuff, and they started to base all their efforts into 360 and PS3. And I thought that the PS2 version was gonna be just as good, or play just as well. It was a completely different game, and a shittier version than the previous one. So, I wasted my wasted 50 euros, almost $60, damn, to a game I never wanted to play. But I still played through the game, and nope, I didn't like it at all. Every single moment of the game was pain. Well, that was a painful question, but still thank you for bringing that painful memory. Next one, Timothy Leong. Now, this is a question that I don't know I don't understand. How do I feel to be in the army, and what do I do during my free time? It sounds like this person assumes that I'm still in the army, but there could also be... well, that's what I'm assuming, but I think there's a bit of a probability that it's actually asking how did I feel to be in the army and what did I do? What did I do in my free time? Now, that's the thing that I can answer. What did I do? What did I do in the army and in my free time, and how was it? Well, it sucked.
Yeah, big time.
It sucked balls. I never want to go there again. It's especially the part time as a private.
Oh,
the basic training.
No, not the private.
You're a private.
Yeah, sorry.
You are a private. I actually checked this many times so that I won't make that mistake again.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, the time as a private, the basic training time.
Basic training season.
Yeah. That season. Oh, Jesus. It was painful. It felt bad. And most of the basic training period, season, usually then you didn't have any free time. From you wake up at 5:30 a.m. Until like 10 p.m. you will have to do a lot of shitty stuff. It's physically and mentally draining. Though after I got to the specialization period, it went to a whole different direction for me. But it's still the environment. It's you're constantly under pressure by people that have these age-old moralities, and it's just like
the ego is the size of this goddamn planet.
True that. It's not like nice being there.
If I may say something to this,
go ahead.
It's just that when I got out of the army about a few months ago.
5 months ago, actually.
Yeah, almost 6 months. Jeez. Well, to be frank, the army had made me more aggressive. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. What you get from being treated like a rabies dog or something.
Yeah. When you're constantly in an environment that treats you like you're someone's underling, like you don't have any other value than being just a tool for war.
Or a food for the gun.
True. Then you're not gonna feel too good. You're constantly thinking about going back there, being in there, and just after a time you get out of there, you start to feel what it's like to be, well, living normally. There's no one being a total egotistical asshole, and you could just concentrate on your own life. Then it's when things are starting to get better. But during my free time, the specialization period, I usually were on my computer. And now for some shameless self-promotion. I did Dragon Ball Z render pictures for DeviantArt. Or I released them on DeviantArt. Some of the pictures you see in my thumbnails or other big shot Dragon Ball Z YouTubers like Rhymestyle, ZZ Toasty, S.Storm, Kagi Films, all of those guys. They use different rendered Dragon Ball Z pictures, so pictures that don't have a background. And, well, I do those too, constantly. And on my free time, I like to do those things since I could use my laptop and I had my mouse. Oh, I kept doing those, and since I had a lot of free time on the specialization period, I got a lot of stuff done. So, if any one of you guys want to use them or want to see them, go to my DeviantArt page, razorblade189.deviantart.com. I think that's probably how it is.
Yes.
It's like an advertisement all over here. Tony's pouring more drinks so that he could drink his sorrows away.
We're way too sober for this.
Oh yes. But
not for the Q&A though, but for reminiscing the army.
Oh, that's true.
So how about a shot?
Oh, Jesus.
Or a cheers, at least.
That's Jesus. Yes. For not being in the army. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god, you actually drink it all. Do not take that out of context, yo.
Oh man, I'm glad it's Fireball. It's tasty as hell. Oh my god, it's actually burning. Ooh, Jesus. I never drank as much of that. I have to take something else. But yeah, thanks for your question.
Moving on.
And for the last one, you can read the name of the question. I'm gonna drink some. Ooh, that burns.
But hey, there's two... Oh, no.
There's only one.
Yeah, sorry.
You read that one. I'm gonna recover.
Dilosaurus Hex. He asked a question, what made you want to do YouTube? And did you know you were going to be pretty famous?
Now, I actually answered this one in my last Q&A video. I want to do YouTube. I mean, it's still the reason I do YouTube videos. I like playing games. Many like playing games, and playing games with friends is usually the most fun time you can have. Like when I play Xenoverse with Tony. It's awesome. We both really love it. And after seeing a lot of different, oh my god, now I just, that one shot, I'm totally drunk now apparently.
No, you're just lisping like me.
So, after seeing a lot of gameplay videos, I started to feel this kind of connection to the player. It was like experiencing the game, but not playing it myself. And after enjoying them, I felt I want to feel the same way. I want to share my experiences with people. And the more the community grows, the more it feels like that. I'm constantly enjoying my time, and every time I enjoy myself, so do other people. And that's what I always say. Playing games on YouTube, or even in general, it's not just pushing buttons. It is experiencing a whole new adventure, and at the same time sharing your experience with other people.
You can make a quote of that, because that was amazing.
Just put it on a plate and hang it on your wall. Quoted by Ray the Gamer 2.
Or make a bumper sticker or something.
Yep. Don't speak when you drink, Fireball. It goes straight for a one pipe. And did I know I was going to be pretty famous? I still think I'm not famous at all. But I do have to admit that our community has grown a lot. And I'm happy about that. And it's all thanks to the people that have been there, because there wouldn't be a community without the people in the community. So, like every other YouTuber says, it's all thanks to you guys. You guys share the videos. You guys tell other people about them, and you rate them, you favorite them, you subscribe. You do all of those things.
Or don't do anything.
Well, then you don't do anything, you're pretty much an asshole. Who can go fuck themselves. Nah, just kidding. I love seeing people's comments, how they enjoy the videos, and it gives me the energy and the enthusiasm to put a lot more effort into these videos. I like editing them, I like putting some little references, and I like doing shitty humor in them, so to speak. I don't know, do other people like it, but I still like it. It feels like I'm playing games with friends. Not to just... No offense to Tony, I do like doing videos with him too. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's okay. I can relate to that.
So,
thank you for your question.
Thank you for your question. And everyone, keep doing what you have been doing. Liking, favoriting, subscribing. This time, I'm not gonna be leaving to the army. So we will see you soon. In other words, next time.